I'm an undocumented immigrant from Mexico City. My A number is 200-594-535. And I was incarcerated at Dunhutto on March 18, 2010. I was arrested for speaking out against police brutality in my community. And because of ESCOM, I was detained. I was put in detention in solitary confinement for 2 days prior to being moved to the Dunhutto Detention Center. And since then, I've been organizing to shut down places like this, to shut down places where you're not a person but a number, to speak out about the injustices that occur inside, to speak about what the women want to be heard and what they need to be heard. So it means a lot to me as someone that was inside of those walls, being out here today with y'all in solidarity to make sure that people don't experience what it is to be in a detention center, to make sure that they have the rights as human beings, and to make sure that their voices are heard.
There's bad situations in there. They got people in there working for $1 a day, painting, mopping, sweeping. They have a brick wall going up next week that a bunch of them are going to work for $1 a day to build this facility up. There's a lot of people here that's mistreated. There's maybe 1 or 2 people that speak the language here out of everybody, and you know they're cussed at. Not all officers are bad, but a bunch of them are. I was threatened to get beat up a couple of times. Officer West, he asked another officer to come over there and to back him up, but I stepped back into the room and I told him to come into the room, that way he can be on camera, but he didn't want to. He just made his point and threatened me.
I'm calling for this Polk Prison / Detention Center to be shut down. And I'm calling all of my brothers and sisters of different faith, traditions, and beliefs, especially the Christians. This is anti-God. This is anti-Christ. This is not okay. Prisons for profit are a form of enslavement, and the labor is simply sitting in a cell. We as Americans have great pride that we are a country of immigrants. We even learn in history class of the Great Migration of our European immigrants. But what about the Great Migration of our South and Central American brothers and sisters, of our African brothers and sisters, of our Asian brothers and sisters, of our Middle East brothers and sisters, of our Indian brothers and sisters? This is not okay. We can all live and work together as equal human beings because this is subhuman. And we are not subhuman. We are all equal in whatever we believe.
I'd like to thank the spirits of the earth to show us the real law of this land. Because this prison says that it's part of the law that you can't have immigrants here. But there's another law that is much greater. It's a law that the trees comply with, the animals comply with, the birds comply with, and the majority of the people of this earth comply with. I see a hawk, I've seen the pine trees, I've felt much different types of wind and air. The land that's here with us, it all knows this law and it complies with this law. And we're all free because we're all part of each other and we're all part of everything. And this is a free movement of things. And to confine certain people inside of cages takes away that freedom. And our ancestors knew this freedom, and many of them felt this freedom, and we have to live today to better our lives so that people here and people everywhere can know this type of freedom.
Shut Polk down! Shut Polk down! We'll be back! We'll be back! We'll be back!